Hi folks, TJ here. If I stepped back in time to 1980s early and I showed my friends, business associates, anybody what I have here, they would think I was the king because this is a lot of horsepower for the 1980s. I mean, just this, I believe this is a 10 megabyte model. Could be a 20, I'm not 100% sure yet. This one would have been lots of money. And look at all these. So we're going to chat about my hard drive collection for the Atari ST line and a little reminiscing of what I had back in the day. And then over time, I'm going to start utilizing and using these. This one first, the Megafile 30, since I've been on my Mega 2 ST kick lately. And I want to get that one really set up with my old GCR and being able to run Mac software. It's going to be a hoot. But for now, look at this horsepower. Let's cover some of the basics. So right here, and this bottom one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, I have 4 Supra. And this is all mass media, mass storage type of devices. Supra was a very popular company that made peripherals for Atari, Amiga, and others that were super in the coolness factor back then. I had a Supra modem too, and I just loved the brand. So here, let's talk about these 3 first. I've got, this one doesn't even have a megabyte on it. It just says Supradrive Atari disk, or Atari hard disk. That's it. The next one down looks just about the same size, and we'll walk around a little bit, but this one says 20 megabytes. Then the big daddy of them all, 60 megabytes. All non-removable, but portable hard drives. That 60 megabyte, that would have been like a car purchase. These things were lots of money. So here, I've got 3 Supra main hard drives. I'm going to call it 10, 20, 60. This could very well be 20 also, but it's to be seen. There's no printing on the front that says what size it is. Do they all? Yeah, they all say pretty much Supradrive Atari hard disk with a size other than this top one. Then take your eyes over here. This bottom one, also a Supra. Let me put this over here for right now. I was very heavily into Syquest drives. So this is a 44 megabyte Supra branded Syquest drive. Now, looking back, Syquest ended up being a little bit of a, not very reliable. Let's put it that way. I still love them. I'm still going to use them and find ways to utilize all this stuff in my collection, because I don't buy or bulk buy for collection to say, I've got this. I want to actually use them, even if it's just once a year. Utilize them, take it out of the cabinet, connect it up, try to rotate things around because I don't have the space to run every single computer I own. But Syquest was really cool, and when we do individual reviews on these down the road, we'll talk about Syquest in more depth then. But needless to say, I'm happy to own a Syquest branded Supradrive. So, very neat. Now, I also own, in the world of Syquest, this little Easy, let's refresh your name on it, Easy Drive. This was 135 megabyte, but look at how much smaller this thing is. So as time went on, Syquest went away from the old 44. They actually had some that were smaller, but 44 megabyte was a really popular size in the 1980s when I was doing Atari. They then started escalating along with the Syquest removable hard drive, Iomega. There was a bit of wars going on and who was going to win. We'll talk about that stuff later, but needless to say, I own a 135 megabyte model, which is a Syquest, but much smaller cartridge. So, very neat. Now, I don't have here, but I own, and it's in the back room, a brand new SCSI zip drive, Zip 100. Never connected it to an Atari in the day, but I was able, and I'm trying to remember the name of the place. It was in San Jose. Crazy Computer? They're long closed, but it was a place that was like an outlet that just got all sorts of stuff. It was in San Jose, not far from the Computer Museum. And I went in there, and they had just stuff. Now, I remember they having a SCSI zip drive, brand new in the box, and I grabbed one. Not the parallel version. I'm pretty sure I got the SCSI version because I wanted to use it with an Atari eventually. So, I don't have that here, but eventually I will do a video on that. What's next? Let's put this one over here. This is the Megafile 30. Atari, to my knowledge, had the 30 and the 60. I seem to remember they also had an SH204, not in the long box, but in this pizza box style. The first one they came out with before the Megafile 30. I could be wrong on that, but I seem to remember seeing this pizza box style that was for a Mega that was an SH204. I don't remember it saying Megafile on it. Maybe somebody stuck a sticker on it or something. I don't remember, but this is the one that I'm going to do a video on next. Connected to my Mega 2 ST and show you how it works, and so you can go along with the experience. Now let's go to some more other interesting drives. I'll put this back at. Let's cover this one first. This is just a Club Mac external SCSI drive. Why did I save it? Well, I moved on to Macs. I explained that before. When Ataris and the Amigas went out of business, I moved up professionally and I went to Mac. I did save the old SCSI drive. I used this on an old iMac at one point. Save this because it is a SCSI drive and I can use it with my Ataris. So really cool, clear case. It says Club Mac on it. Maybe I could connect that one up and put all my Mac software on it or something. We'll see. What's next? This one's kind of interesting, but I'm not familiar with it. This is a Sony MO. Let's give you the full Sony MO disk drive. It's a little cartridge style drive. I'm thinking similar to maybe what they used in the Nexts or that type of optical MO type of drive. It came in a bulk buy that I did with a lot of Atari stuff, and I held on to it. No idea if it works, but I may explore it. It's an internal one, obviously. There's no case for it. And that's kind of cool. Then right below it, and I used to have 3 or 4 of these, the original CD-ROMs that they came out were 1Speed, 1X, and Apple made one. The Next Cube and Next Station had one that looked just like this, that took the cartridges that you would stick a CD in and then put that whole cartridge in here. It was black, though, instead of being beige. And I saved this because Atari had, towards the end of stuff, CD-ROM reading capabilities, and I always wanted to connect the CD-ROM to my Atari. Never did, never got to that point. But I saved one of the Apple logoed single speed drives for doing that, and we'll experience that one day. And then the nifty, I'll put this over here. There's so many of them, I don't know where to move them. The unfortunate part, I'm pretty sure because of the weight, and I kind of peeked in the side, doesn't have the drive. I think they were MFM. Off my memory, it could be off, but these old shoebox SH204 by Atari was a big shoebox similar to size and shape and factor as the Supradrives, but it was Atari branded. This one, the MFM drives are so old, and I think just so, I don't know if the word unreliable is part of it, but there's not many out there probably. So at some point, I either will use this case for something unique or try to find a used working proper drive for this. It's got a few missing screws on here, so obviously somebody at some point did pop this open. Like I said, this was a bulk buy, so I got what I got, and I definitely wanted the case for sure. Atari drives came, I'm going to call it ACSI, ACSI instead of SCSI, SCSI. Is that the? I could be off on the letters a little bit there. SCSI. ACSI, is that what everybody called it in the day? That's what I did. So Atari had their own hard drive connector cables. It wasn't SCSI. But over time, you could get adapters. Oh, I forgot. I do have an ice. Let me go grab it. Can you hold on just 1 minute? Start counting. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab something. popular, zada. What's this? So this was a popular company, and this was ICD The Link. And what this did was plug into the, this side is SCSI, this side is basically ACSI. So you could plug this into an Atari, this into a SCSI like this CD-ROM that didn't have Atari ports on it, and be able to use this little adapter to connect any off-the-shelf SCSI drive to an Atari. It's called The Link. I think they had it, The Link 2 later on. I also used to own a ICD SCSI card, but I think I sold that long ago thinking I probably wouldn't utilize it. But I saved this one because it was all in a nice little package ready to use. So that is my... I'm sure I may have some carcasses back there, the stuff I put away that I don't remember, but this is the gist of it. Add the Iomega Zip 100 to the lot, and this is my collection that over time I'm going to show you working on Atari, connected, how I got it to work, or some of these may just not work. I know this bottom mega file works because I was playing on it last night, but we'll experience some of that together soon. So thanks for watching this video. This is the kingdom of the Atari hard drives. Supra, Atari brand. It was all awesome, and I can't wait to start playing with these things again. Oh, I have another thing. Hold on a second. Can you wait another minute? I don't think that last one even took me a minute. Dang it, see? I forgot it. You hold on now. Don't move. I'm going as fast as I can. Oh. I'm coming. Hold on to your horses. Oh, oh. I'm coming. What's this? I knew I was forgetting something. This is an old double barrel. This is basically a Satan device, Ultra Satan. This may not be Ultra. It's a Satan device that I did get with my Mega STE. And I did at one time get this running. It doesn't have an SD card in there anymore, so I may have removed it and stuck some other crap on it, which is stupid because now I'm going to have to go through the whole thing again. But needless to say, this is the modern time. You can get these Ultra Satan devices that let you slap SD cards in, and they're basically hard drives. So this stores all this together times 50, whatever size SD card you slap in there. Crazy. So you're saying, TJ, why in the heck would you want to run all this stuff and not just one of these? It's all for a hobby. It's all for fun. Why not use the old stuff? And I will also use this too. Nothing here is mission critical. It's for a hobby. If I had mission critical stuff, I'd be slapping it on an SD card and then making a backup of it. But needless to say, this is all just for fun. So thanks for watching, and you have a wonderful weekend. Bye.